Give value till the cows come home to save or supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Yes, I am playing with my granddaughter's farm. Every good grandmother should have a farm set for her grandkids. Absolutely, positively. And these are, I don't know if these are little, My Little Farm. I don't know what it is. It's My Little Farm. Anyway, any toy that you can store the stuff in, stash it away, and then carry it for a kid is perfect. I'm not going to talk about kid toys right now. We're going to talk about till the cows come home. What do you do till the cows come home? And what does this expression have to do with saving in this instance, saving or supersizing our business? Most of the business owners I'm working with these days are in kind of one of two camps. They're not in the middle. There's not very many people in the middle, and the people in the middle are super easy to help. By people in the middle, I mean people that have businesses that are partially open. They're still serving customers and interacting with customers in a much reduced and different changed capacity. For example, drive-through restaurants are still running. Most of the restaurants that I know and the business owners that I work with are still doing some kind of a pickup and delivery service in their restaurants, even though they're not doing full-fledged meal service, because that's against the rules during coronavirus. Then there's other businesses that are ramping up and going gung-ho and changing course to create and produce and manufacture products and services that they've never manufactured before, but that we are in dire need of during this pandemic. Then there are the businesses that are absolutely positively shut down and stopped. For example, any beauty cares, hair coloring, salons, nail salons, any kind of a personal care type service, they're all shut down. I'm wondering about my friends that get the eyelashes are doing during this period, because I think you have to get them done every 2 weeks. I don't know. Never done that. My eyes aren't good enough a priority that I do things like that. But anyway, this expression comes from the 16th century, and it of course means a long, long time. We're waiting for something for a long, long time. Why? Because people observed that when they let the cows out, because cows generally grazed in pastures, and in the 16th century and beyond, up until, I don't know that much about ranching and farming and cattle, but cows were let out, they grazed, and then once in a while they would come back to the barn. And they would take their own sweet time. Lots of times they'd stay out all night, right? They would just sleep in the fields and then wake up and eat again the next day. So whether they returned to the barn or not was kind of dependent on if it was bad weather or if they felt like it. It wasn't a routine thing that they did. There's a lot of things that we experience that we have to wait a long, long time for. And there's things that we'll do until something happens and triggers us to make a decision or a choice. Right now, I would suspect that any of us that have businesses that are shut down would never have anticipated a pandemic, and that we would have to wait until the pandemic was over before we could open up our businesses. I haven't seen this in my lifetime, hope to never see anything like it in my lifetime again, but the reality is this is what's going on in our environment, and we need to figure out how we're going to respond to it. Now, it's like anything else. If you get an illness, if you get sick, all of a sudden you need to take care of your health, and it's usually not an overnight thing, right? It's usually not an overnight occurrence that something happens to our health, and it usually isn't an overnight recovery. So illness recovery is one of those things that takes a long time. Economic recovery is one of those things that can be challenging and can take a long time. And we're all looking at what's going to happen when we have this we're having huge impacts on our economy right now. What is going to happen? How's that going to shake out? We need to make sure that we are setting ourselves up for success as we come out of this situation, no matter what our situation is right now. We need to be looking at that and asking ourselves, what can I do? What am I going to do? And the one thing I guarantee that you can do that will ensure the survival of your business is to give absolutely incredible value to the people that you serve, and to continue to give value. Business is all about an exchange of value. People exchange their money for what we give them in products and services. That's all it is. And we can make it super complicated, and we can add all kinds of rules and regulations and systems and processes and procedures, but bottom line, it's giving people something they want and need for an exchange of resources. And we can wait to do that and wait and see how things shake out and then make a decision, or we can be proactive and we can be setting ourselves up for success right now. I have not missed a beat in what I am personally doing to move forward during this time period. I feel very fortunate that I'd already moved my business and my life online prior to this event happening. A lot of people haven't, but everybody that hasn't can be doing it right now. There are still ways to serve the people that you've been serving, the people in your business, right now, even if you can't physically come in contact with them. I cannot think of a single business right now that there isn't a way that you can continue to serve and be of value to the people that you were serving before. Do you need to answer different questions and solve different problems for them right now than you did a month ago? Absolutely, but each and every one of us can do that. So that's it, till the cows come home. Would love to know what you would answer this question as. Do blank until blank. And what are you doing right now with respect to the situation that we're in? Are you doing nothing until the pandemic's over? Are you doing nothing until the government and the rules and regulations in your state let you open your business back up? Are you creating an online presence so that people can still interact and contact you during this time period so they know what to expect when it's over? What are you doing? Do blank. I'm going to do blank until blank. Fill in the blanks, share in the comments below, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how can you apply it to your life and your business right now? And it's always about what can we do now, because now is all we've got. All right, have an amazing day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.